Dear brothers, we should understand what Jamaat means. Jamaat. Okay. Well, sometimes in Adab Jawla, we say little, we say something little incorrect. We say that the people who are roaming around in the market don't form a Jamaat because they have different fikrs. Their fikrs are different. The concerns that they are roaming with are different. So that's why they are not forming a Jamaat. No, that's not the point. They are not forming Jamaat, that's correct. But the point behind, the point we are showing to as a reason to uh, to mention that it's not a Jamaat is not correct. Well, let me exemplify again. Uh, After listening Hidayah from the Markaz, two Jamaat has started and they rode on the same bus. Okay? Two Jamaat. So since they heard the same Hidayah from the same Markaz, they have the same fikir, same concern, okay, all the people in both Jamaat. They are now on the same bus. Now, how many Jamaat would you say in the bus? How many Jamaat are there in the bus?
Apparently two.
Two, right? Why two? They have the same fikir, right? So why it's not one Jamaat? It's two.
Because maybe they are going to different areas.
No, they're. I mean, on the bus is going in the same direction. Okay, and the people on the bus, all people, say maybe 15 members in each Jamaat. All these 30 people have the same fikir. So why we we won't call it a single Jamaat? Why we should call two Jamaat in the bus?
Because
Why?
of Ameer.
Because of Ameer. Because of Ameer. Now you got the point. Because there are two Amirs. A Jamaat is defined as a group of people who are under itayat, who are following an Amir. There is an Amir, and the people, the rest of the people in the Jamaat are following him. Then it is called a Jamaat. Like the Jamaat for prayer. If, I mean, 1 million people pray, but there is no Imam, they won't form a Jamaat. They cannot, right? And if it is also the case that there is an Imam, but the people behind him don't want to follow him, they are not following the Imam, then what will happen? Then again, okay, well, if someone, maybe say 10 people are praying Salah, okay, and 9 people are following the Imam, and that's how they are praying, but one guy denies, he refuses to follow the Imam, then what will happen? This person, yeah, he's out of Jamaat, right? That's the correct answer. He get detached from the Jamaat. Okay, he is now out of the Jamaat. So even some person refuses to follow the Amir, then, and said in Hadith that don't get detached from the Jamaat. Okay, when someone uh, get detached, then I mean, the Hadith pretty much says like that: when a goat get detached from his group, okay, then the tiger can attack the detached goat. And in the case of people, this I mean, who attacks is shaitan, iblis. Okay. So when someone get detached from the Jamaat, it's easy for shaitan then to attack that guy. Okay. So uh, one must stay in Jamaat. Okay. Uh, But to do that, he has to, I mean, the Jamaat is formed with an Amir and he has to follow the Amir. Okay. When the Jamaat goes out for Umumi Jawla, if someone loses the fikir, then not get he is not getting detached from the Jamaat. Rather, he I mean, he is still in Jamaat, but if he refuses to follow the Amir, okay, then he will get detached. The assignment of the efforts of Deen bestowed upon this Ummah is such that we gotta do it in the form of Jamaat, together as a teamwork in the form of Jamaat, under the itayat or of one Amir or following one Amir. That's how this assignment is for us. So right from the beginning, the Ummah was doing the itayat of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Later, the Ummah all together did the itayat, or they followed Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, then Umar radiallahu anhu. So in the form of one Jama'ah. It's no way actually related to the ruling over the nation. I mean, the ruling power was not there in the early days, but they were still working together in the form of one Jamaat. Okay, and one Jamaat means under the control of one Amir, following one Amir. So that's how the work of Sahaba radiallahu anhu was. So we are supposed to do the work in the same way. So it has to be done in the form of one Jamaat. And when the Jamaat grew too large in the days of Umar radiallahu anhu, or when Usman radiallahu anhu was the Caliph, they didn't split it into several parts. Okay, I mean, Umar didn't say that, okay, the Jama is getting too large, so let's split into three parts. One part I take care of, another part Usman, another part Ali. No, they kept it together, because that's how this work is given to us. That all the Muslims together form one Jama and do the efforts together. Okay, like one body. One body has one head. It's under the control of one head. I mean, a person can have multiple other limbs, okay, but not head. Okay, if there are two heads, if an infant is born with two heads, then it's considered two infants. Okay, not a single infant with two heads. But if other limbs are multiple, like more than the usual, then it is still just one infant, but with some abnormalities. So the work we're supposed to do together in the form of one Jamaat, okay, no matter how large we are, okay, in number. So this is why Ilyas Rahmatullahi supplicated that this similar type of work does not get accepted. One might think that what's the problem? If this work is good with its own method, then if another parallel work with similar method or similar style stands up and grows, what is the problem with that? The problem is that the whole Ummah has to form one Jamaat, like one body. That's how Muslims are supposed to work. Okay, Umar radiallahu anhu, they didn't split; they kept it together. Okay. So that's why Ilyas Rahmatullahi supplicated that another similar type of work does not get accepted and cannot grow. Okay. So the bottom line is, all the Muslims in the world should work together, should do the efforts of together in the form of one Jamaat under one Amir.